Okay, the big question. Wing Chun versus Jeet Kune Do. Which one is better? Well, I believe there's no such thing as a better style. It just all depends on the martial artist and the attributes of each martial artist. But today I want to show you the difference, because I think a lot of people think, well, of course, obviously there are a lot of elements of JKD that are born from Wing Chun, and because Bruce Lee has the Wing Chun background. But there's actually a few major differences between the two arts. Now, first of all, let's talk about Wing Chun, and let's talk about the Wing Chun stance, the fighting stance. Now, the traditional Wing Chun stance, which you have typically the right? You have the Wing Chun stance, center line, and in Wing Chun you're fighting with both hands, right? The street blast, it comes over, you have a step like so, right? You direct the energy. And that's a typical Wing Chun stance. So maybe we are, let's say we're sparring here. So let's say we present a sparring position. So like so. You see a lot of Wing Chun practitioners, right? Even in the Yip Man movie, you see Yip Man kind of move around, kind of like so, and this is pointing to the guy's center, right? And what happens is, I'm making circular motion, even if I'm moving forward, it could be making circular motion like so. That's a Wing Chun stance. Now, you can see the Wing Chun stance itself, it's more, I am waiting for the opponent to do something. So, like so let's say if someone throws a punch, right, they might just do a tan sao, and then I do like hit from right there, typical Wing Chun technique. Now, in Jeet Kune Do, later on, Bruce found that the stance is quite limited of what he wants to do. He wants to have a little bit better mobility. So he took some ideas and concepts from fencing and developed the JKD stance. Now the Jeet Kune Do stance, which I learned from Ted Wong, which is more like a fencing stance. Now, where we face like that, this is facing the forward like so, and just imagine there's a line, a straight line down here, okay? And the heel is actually up, okay? Our heel is actually up. So bend both knees slightly, and my chin is down, and then my left hand, like so, protecting myself, and here, my elbow protecting my rib cage, like that. Okay. Now, why is it like that? Imagine, almost, I have an arrow, right? I'm ready to go, but I can shoot that any minute. So in this case, you can see, if you look at my footwork, I'm able to move a little faster, and then because I'm like this, when I need to lunge forward, boom, I'm ready to go. Right? Because I'm pushing from here. I'm pushing from my rear foot. So the fighting stance, another big difference is in JKD, we lead with our strong hand and foot forward. So I'm right-handed. So naturally, right hand versus boxing, you put your strong hand backwards so you can throw that strong right cross. In JKD, Bruce believed, hey, you know what? Since a fight could end in seconds, why not put my strong foot and strong hand forward? I can finish the fight just from here. And you can see, so Wing Chun stance, notice the difference. JKD stance, right? They move, much more, right? You can see, and also easier to kick, because like this is not so easy to kick, right? You could, but a little bit harder. There's no good or bad, it's just the difference. So that's the difference in stance. Let's talk about fighting philosophy. Wing Chun is all about sensitivity. It's about touching the hands. That's why we do a lot of chi sao, right? We do a lot of chi sao, right? We do a lot of chi sao. So when we're touching an opponent, because we've done so many drills in terms of training our sensitivity, when we touch hands, we know, okay, there's an opening, right? Boom. Or if he push, right, then I could feel the energy, and then from there I could hit. So that's the Wing Chun philosophy. But later on in Jeet Kune Do, Bruce found that as he gets faster and more powerful, he doesn't need to touch hand as much. So he went from touch to non-touch. So non-touch meaning, before I even touch hand with the guy, if I can sense he's going to attack me, and boom, I'm going to attack first. So he's trying to finish I'm trying to finish the fight in just a few moves. So again, Jeet Kune Do, the way of intercepting fist, he's trying to intercept the opponent versus blocking and things like that. Jeet Kune Do is a very offensive art that it's designed to take out the guy in seconds. So the philosophy-wise, Wing Chun, sometimes with weight, you can see they hit me, or I times out, he hits me, I do it right there, or he throws a hook, right, boom, I do a times out, I hit, that's okay, but in Jeet Kune Do, he throws a hook, boom, see, before he hits, I can sense, it's in my distance, the timing, boom, I'm already hitting the guy. So that's the second, like I would say, big distinctions. Third, and the last one. In terms of training, I think Wing Chun, from my point of view, a good Wing Chun practitioner, even a beginner, you learn six months or a year, you can get pretty good with Wing Chun, and you'll be a pretty good Wing Chun guy. On the other hand, I think Jeet Kune Do, because it's such a personal art to bruise, it takes so much more effort. You need to be, your timing, your distance, your power, your speed, your attributes as an athlete, as a martial artist, needs to be that much better in order to execute the techniques well. So in other words, Wing Chun, you can learn it 6 months, a year, you're pretty good. Jeet Kune Do, much harder to learn. Although the techniques are simple, it's very, very simple. But to be able to execute it when you need it, and boom, it's ready to go, have the right power, because now, think of just even have when you have the strong, your front, your lead leg, your lead hand, to be able to execute with power, not from here, but from here, just from this point, right? So from here, to have power, it takes a lot of practice, right? It takes a lot of practice. So I would say that's the main difference. It's not one is better than the other, but knowing, you can see a lot of JKD guys, they learn Bruce's techniques, and it looks flashy, but they haven't put in the time, put in the effort of mastering the technique and training the speed, the power, accuracy, and timing, and book rhythm, and all these things. And I don't consider myself the accurate of a JKD guy. I'm not a full-time martial artist, but you can even see on YouTube, there are only maybe a handful of guys that I consider that are very, very good with JKD, because it just takes so much time and effort to be able to master that. So those are the three major differences between Wing Chun and Jeet Kune Do.